Welcome to the 2025 Economic Depression and Preparation Channel. I'm your host, Tony. Thank you for joining me on this edition. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button to preach to me or hit the like button to get the latest notifications. Some people are not being notified when the latest video is being announced. So we want to make sure that you get the latest video on demand right here from the source. Thank you for your support, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we're going to be talking about recession chances as well as egg prices dropping. And Americans are cutting back on spending. They're preparing for this recession that's going to be later on this year. Nobody knows when. It could be late summer. It could be fall. But people sense a shift in the atmosphere, a shift in spending, both in the public and private sector, as well as small businesses that are in commercial real estate that's still for leasing, so many for leasing signs in the commercial real estate in downtown areas and some of the suburbs and exurbs. So people are seeing this and they're saying that they think that a slowdown is coming in some form or fashion. Maybe not a full out crash, but a slowdown is coming apparent. And even our President Trump alluded to that by saying that there's going to be some uncomfortableness with these tariffs as they come more and more into effect. But we should be able to pull through it. We shall see. No one knows the future. So let's get into it right now. We're looking at the egg prices dropping sharply among inflation-worried customers unwilling to shut out. So remember, eggs were $6, $7, even $8 in some of these stores. Now they're dropping again as bird flu outbreaks eased and demand fell for these eggs. People survived that just like we survived the toilet paper outage back in 2021 and other outages that were going on with the baby milk formula outage. We guys remember all these outages or shortages that we had back in the past during this whole thing that was going on. And so now eggs are coming down, gas is coming down. So that's the good news. There's no significant outbreaks of bird flu or the virus in March, not in any of the major producers of egg states. So that's some good news for us as we continue to navigate these high prices here, in this economy. So as we continue to navigate these high prices, the Dow Jones was up Friday, of course. Crude oil was up, the 10-year was up, 10-year bond yield was up, and NASDAQ was up. And gold was up, almost touching briefly $3,000. So many Americans, consumers, spenders, continue to worry. The executives at the top brass have been talking a little less about inflation. This according to MarketWatch.com article. Nike and FedEx report their earnings this week. Two big companies here. We'll see what happens here. There's other companies that are reporting earnings as well. So we'll have to wait and see what happens in that front as well. Now, Bassett said there are no guarantees that there'll be a U.S. recession here. There's 50-50 chance right now of recession. So we just have to wait and see what will happen in terms of recession. Nobody knows the exact thing, what will happen, or the time frame that will happen. Everybody's just making guesses at this point. But one thing is clear, there's going to be some changes, structural changes to this economy. We are moving quickly towards a cashless society. And, for safety reasons and for other reasons as well, many of you know that this digital economy is going to be continuing. We're going to see more and more box stores, traditional stuff close, and more things go online, digital, and that allows for more control. Price control as well as other controls as well. So this guy, U.S. Secretary of the Treasury Scott Bessent, according to YahooNews.com, this is the article here, you can read it. He says no guarantees that there will not be a recession in the United States, although there could be an adjustment. So let's say there is an adjustment. To be a true recession or depression, we would need the stock market to drop at least 65% from where it's at now. We know that the stocks are overvalued. We know the homes are overvalued. We know the cars are overvalued. And we definitely know that this is due for a correction. That's something that all economists agree on. And even this guy, the U.S. Secretary of Treasury, Scott Bessent, agrees on that. But he says there's no guarantees that there will not be a recession. That means that there is a 50-50 chance that there could be a recession. He's talking from the Treasury, so it's possible. I don't think there's any doubt there will be a recession. The question is, how deep a recession do we go? Do we go like in 2008, 2009, where it was just like a speed bump in the road, maybe 2 or 3 years? Or do we go a full-out recession where it's a whole lost period where we have a 10-year depression that's worldwide, and the United States feels it most because we don't manufacture anything anymore? So that's the major question that we have going into the summer. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that we're headed for a 3-year recession, a 2-year recession? Or are we headed to like a 5-year or more recession, which technically, could be kind of like a mini depression, basically, before 2030? Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for listening today. Please enjoy your week as we come into the beginning of the work week here. And I'll talk to you soon once the earnings reports come out and the jobs reports come out later on Thursday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday of this week. Thank you. God bless. Take care. See you soon.